How many non-verbal signals were leaked in under 20 seconds by the Australian Prime Minister? That's what we're going to look at in this video. My name's Anthony. I'm a keynote speaker and behaviour expert. And what I'm about to show you is a video from a recent event where the Australian Prime Minister, Anthony Albanese, was speaking about the Housing Futures Fund. Within the first few seconds of me watching this video, there are a few things that really stood out for me. In this video, I'm going to share 3 of them with you and also explain to you how you can use those in your day-to-day life. So let's bring up the iPad and let's have a look. As we play this, I want you to see if there's anything that stands out for you. Do you notice anything? Here we go. Make sure you listen to what's being said as well.
You spoke about productivity, and again, in your time in office, it's down 4.6.
Okay. Did you see it? The interviewer says a question around productivity, and let me show you. As I go backwards, there's a good chance that you will now see it if you didn't catch it before. There it is there. I'm gonna highlight this for you. Here. Look at Anthony's shoulders and chest. So what you see there, what you are seeing is a big intake of air, so a big breath, but directed towards the chest. Let me cut full screen. See, this is the thing. When we are calm, when we're feeling confident, we'll generally breathe lower down into the abdomen. So when we're getting ready to take action or when we're under stress, we'll tend to breathe up into the chest. So let me show you that again. So you can see, big breath in, shoulders come up, a lot of tension suddenly held there. This is really important for you to look out for when you're in your business interactions. This is a sign that the person that you're interacting with, they might be showing some sort of signs of stress. This is a great one that we can take here from the Australian Prime Minister. Let me clear the screen. Let me continue to play. In actual fact, before I do continue to play, let me add in a little bonus tip. Just right now, look at the screen. Look at these 2 people. We have got the Australian Prime Minister sat in the chair. To be honest with you, he kind of looks like a little boy at school that's a bit worried about the teacher, or he's just a bit worried about what's going to happen, might be worried he's about to get told off. He's all small in that. He's made his body language really small. His hands are between his legs. He's holding that tension in his shoulders. He looks uncomfortable versus our interviewer, who looks really relaxed. Look at his shoulders. His shoulders are nice and relaxed. He looks relaxed in the face. He's even got his legs crossed underneath the chair, which is showing a sign that he's comfortable. He's not getting ready to have to suddenly leave, so he's not feeling threatened. So you've got the Prime Minister of Australia versus the interviewer. At this point in time in this interview, the interviewer looks way more confident, way more in control than the Prime Minister of Australia. Let's continue. Let me clear the screen.
In office, it's down 4.6%. The Reserve Bank Governor has made it clear that to accommodate wage rises without further interest.
Did you see it? Check it out. As I reverse backwards, look at his jaw. His jaw going side to side in this sort of really weird way. Let me play it again.
The Reserve Bank Governor has made it clear that to accommodate wage rises without
going side to side. What this is showing here is a pacifying behavior. If you want to read a really good book on body language, pick up a book by a gentleman called Joe Navarro. Absolutely love his books, but he talks about pacifying behaviors as any repetitive movement or any self-touching. A lot of the times you'll see people wringing their hands together. What happens is when we get stressed out, a message comes out from the brain saying, I need calming down. And so we will create these repetitive moments or these movements, to calm ourselves down. And in this case here, the Prime Minister of Australia is wiggling his jaw side to side. This is a pacifying behavior. Let's continue.
Further interest rate hikes, we need to increase productivity.
Absolutely, we do.
What's your plan?
Look at this. So it talks about interest rates hikes and increasing productivity. Then says, absolutely we do. And watch what happens to the side of his face. Absolutely we do. I'm going to highlight this for you. What you're watching here is the side of the face. That there, right there, that is a sign of contempt. This is a micro expression that will flash across the face. They happen in a split second. A lot of the time they're quite hard to pick up, but once you know about them, all of a sudden you're going to start seeing them when you're interacting with other people. Contempt. Let me come outside screen. So contempt, here we go. Let me show you. Contempt is that, it's like a smirk. It's that half smile off to one side of the face. This is something which you need to be really aware of, especially in business. When you see this sign of contempt, things are not good in that business relationship. So it's a really good one to look out for. It being shown here from the Prime Minister, we don't know if this is towards the question, if it's towards the interviewer, if it's about something that he's just said. So we'd want to dive in a little bit deeper and ask a few more questions here. But that is a very clear sign of contempt. Let me go back full screen there for the iPad. Let's keep going.
What's your plan on that?
We have a range of plans on that.
Okay, he did it again. So he said, we have a range of plans on that. We have a range of plans on that. And there it is. There it is again. See it, that squished off smirk off to one side of the face. Another clear sign of contempt. As I say, it's something that you really want to look out for in your business interactions. There are a lot more things that I saw in this video. I only want to share with you 3 in this clip here. I want to make this easy for you to consume. I want you to take these things away, be able to adopt them into your day-to-day practices. So the first thing that we had was the breath, that breathing into the chest, sign of somebody getting ready to take action or a sign of stress. The next thing that we spoke about was the body language and how that affects how you are perceived. We had the interviewer who looked a lot calmer and more confident than the Prime Minister of Australia. Then we had the jaw going side to side. That repetitive movement, that is a pacifying behavior, a sign that there's some sort of stress, some information being processed by the brain. And then lastly, we had that sign of contempt, that smirk, that smile off to one side of the face. Really cool things for you to look out for in your day-to-day business interactions. But that is it for this video. If you've got somebody who you would like me to have a look at in terms of video, then drop it in the comments below. I'll find a video about them, see if I can pick out a few things about them. But until the next video, I'm Anthony Lay, and remember, I know what you're thinking.